Hello everybody. Today we have a video from this really, well, personally, I think she's special. Her name is Sophia and she's from Singapore. And she's 16 years old and she wants to tell you and me about her story. It's so far one of the best videos that I've actually received. So I hope you enjoy it.
Shaun, I just want to talk about my insecurities, and one of my insecurities has to be, my major insecurity has to be my weight, because I weigh as heavy as a fat cow, and it hurts me really. Yeah, it does hurt me, and sometimes when I go out, people, I can hear people, calling me fat, but I try to ignore it because I just think it's better to put on a brave front than to weep. So I just ignore it. But at the end of the day, when I get home, I just sit down and think, and I'll just start crying sometimes. I hate my skin because I feel really insecure about my skin because well, I have so many chickenpox scars and it hasn't healed while wearing concealers or anything, because I think it's not my age yet. I'm 16 years old. So yeah, and people look at me and then they judge me, being fat with horrible skin. And anyway, about my strengths, well, I've always wanted to be a singer since I was 12 years old, mature enough to actually know what I want in life. I've always wanted to do music, and but to have my parents not support me in this music is really, it hurts me, because my parents are the two strongest pillars in my life, and to not have them support my back, it's a horrible feeling. It hurts me so much to know that my parents, of all people, my parents, they don't support what I want to do, what I love most in life. Sometimes I just think, like, even if your parents support you, do you really think you can make it? Because you study in Singapore and LA. To make it, you have to be in LA. LA is miles away from Singapore, and also the society are really judgmental, and I certainly think from the bottom of my heart society won't accept people like me. But there's this song, it's called Spitting Course by Imogen Heap, that keeps me going. It keeps me reminded to not hurt myself as much pain as I'm in, to never hurt myself, and it sounds something like this. That baby, it's just textbook stuff. It's in the ABCs of going up. No, darling, oh, don't kill yourself, 'cause none of us were angels, and I love you, yeah. I think you should be grateful, that you're born in a perfect family. But, in life you can't always get what you want. And I do not know I don't know how to get what I want, because I'm scared to be judged. I'm scared to be different. I'm scared to show myself in front of people. So I'm a really quiet person. I don't really share things to people. So this is the first time I'm ever sharing something so deep to people. And if you stuck through this whole 8 minutes video, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking through the video, because it warms my heart that people would actually listen to what I want to say. So thank you so much. And what did I mention? Michael Jackson as well keeps me so inspired. These few people keeps me so inspired. This is Michael. People like Michael, Bruno Mars, Jennifer Lopez, 30 Seconds to Mars, Foster the People. Yeah, those are the few that keeps me inspired. And Shaun Ross as well. I will be printing some photos of Shaun Ross to keep me inspired. And so yeah, Yeah, and thank you so much for sticking through this video.
First off, I would like to start out by saying thank you so much for even sending me this video, because I know how hard it can be to open up to someone that you don't even know. The first thing that you said was that you were insecure about your weight. Um, I can only imagine how that feels because I see people get teased all the time. One of my good friends in elementary school was a girl that used to always get picked on. She was a big girl, but she had a lot of heart, and she was such a sweet person and one of the sweetest people that I've ever met in my life till this day. And I can say that I know how that feels to be kind of judged or made fun of by a whole bunch of people, especially your age, and kids are cruel, like I always. I mean, look at me. I'm super, super pale. My skin is it used to be one of my biggest insecurities. And my family is completely dark. Like, as you can see, my family, so my parents, they're super, we're not the same complexion. And, that's something that used to always bother me, was that, the fact that our skin colors weren't the same, growing older, everybody always asking, why don't you look like your mommy? Why don't you look like your daddy? Oh, you're adopted. Oh, that's not your sister. That's not your brother. And I always had those times where, people would say smart, what am I saying? People still do it. Um, I walk down the street and people say the craziest things, but one thing that I've always learned is that to always love yourself and appreciate yourself, literally everything that you have. It doesn't matter if you are fat, skinny, anorexic, tall, white, black. It doesn't matter because one thing that I was always told is that you never know what someone is looking at you for. Somebody can be stunned because you're so beautiful. I always have people, they'll stop and they'll look at me and they won't say anything. And because they don't say anything, I'm entitled to, think whatever I want to think. But it doesn't give me the right to go back and think that they are making fun of me. But, sometimes people can literally look at you because they may feel what you feel, or they may think that you're so beautiful, or they can just be being mean. People are mean. Another thing is, you were talking about your chickenpox scars, and I think I know how that feels. I don't have chickenpox scars, but I do have a bump on my nose, as you can see. Right here. Some people notice it, some people don't. I usually hide it. I usually camouflage it in pictures by posing. Um, but it's whatever. Sometimes you have to just, you have to embrace certain things in your body to make you. This is what makes you you. I mean, my eyes shake. I have, what is it? I forgot what is it? Blah. But that. My eyes shake, and it gets annoying, doing videos or doing anything that that consists of you actually looking and knowing that somebody is going to be like, oh, why is his eye shaking? Why is his eye shaking? Oh, his eyes is going back and forth. Always remember, Sophia, that you are extremely beautiful. Like, I can tell that you have, I don't know, when I saw your video, you have such this aura. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like you're so welcoming, and people that have a welcoming soul always go far in life. It doesn't matter where you are, how big you are, how short you are, how small you are. You always go somewhere, far in life with that attitude. I'm always told that. So I heard your singing, and you actually sound really good. I never even knew that song by Imogen Heap until you brought it to me. And then when I went to go look up the song, I really actually didn't like it, and I was very disappointed because I was so used to the way you were singing it. I do think that you should pursue anything that you want to pursue. Singing, whatever it is that you want to do. Don't worry about stereotypes, because, we weren't made to be perfect. So your voice is really, really good. I hope that you Go after whatever it is that you want to. You know, never let anybody get you down about the most simplest things in life. I hope that this video helps you with answering, you know, your questions and giving you some advice. Always remember that at the end of the day, we all go through something. You know, if it's not this, it's something else. But always know that you have somebody there to talk to. And that's it. Forget about this.